Hey guys, Anime Gypsy here with another Boruto episode review. This is episode 53, and we have a doozy on our hands. We really do. There are two scenes that are noteworthy in this episode, and every other scene in this episode is pretty much we've seen it before, or we've seen something like it in either the manga or the anime. But those two scenes, the first one is the pre-intro scene with Tonore and Orashiki Udutsuki, and the second scene is in the research facility with Katatsuki Tono. Those two scenes add foreshadowing that we do not get in either the manga or the anime. And it's pretty nice because it's this type of stuff that, animes should be able to do, so they could be watchable material for people who have watched the movie and read the manga. You add stuff like this, and also just utilize great animation quality, which they did in this episode, and have stuff that's in canon filler that's actually canon, basically. And it's actually part of the main story. And these things are definitely part of the main story because they correlate perfectly with stuff later on in the manga. And let's start with the Orashiki versus Tonore Otsutsuki. Orashiki is a Otsutsuki member we started to find out about in articles that came out about the Boruto anime creating the basically the Boruto the movie sequence with the training exams as arc, and we get the revelation that this guy is going to be part of the arc, and he was originally supposed to be part of the movie. And it makes perfect sense that this guy would be actually part of the main storyline, because everyone would wonder, wait, where is Tonore when Momoshiki came? That doesn't make any sense. Why didn't he join in the fight? He should have surely known something was going on. So this explains that, where Orashiki took care of Tonore by freezing him in what he called the Dragon King dungeon, or Dragon King castle. And it's a jutsu that basically freezes someone for 10,000 years. And unless you believe that this guy's not going to be relevant in the rest of the story, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows, everyone is 100% certain that this guy, Tonore, is going to be important later on in the anime and the manga. So it only makes sense that later on, using the Rinnegan, Sasuke, the only person who could probably reach him, would go get Tonore and undo the jutsu somehow. Or maybe when Orashiki dies, which he probably will, the jutsu becomes undone. So either one of those two probably will happen later on. But basically, what we have in the confrontation between the two is information about the Otsutsuki family. And we find out that the Otsutsuki have a main family. It's similar to the Hyuga, from what I could tell. Like, there's a main family and then there are branch families. And this begs the question, are all the Otsutsuki members, or are most of the Otsutsuki members we've seen so far, part of the main family or part of the side families? Because there are certain people who are heads above everyone else in terms of the Otsutsuki, mainly Kaguya and Momoshiki, where they demand respect. They're overly powerful, and they're just seen as this this abnormally, unbelievably overwhelming type deal. My theory is that Momoshiki is a part of the main family, Kaguya is part of the main family, and the rest aren't. That's my guess, but we don't know anything, so it's akin to a Polas theory at this point in time. So that's just my take on it. Now, the Otsutsuki, what are their roles? We have two conflicting things going on. Kaguya originally created the Zetsu army in preparation, from what we know, of Momoshiki and the others coming down. But we have information that the Otsutsuki were monitoring Earth for quite a while, and they've seen the whole incident with Tonore. So is there something else that's triggering Momoshiki to come down on Earth other than Kaguya? Did they know Kaguya was there all this time and just didn't come? Because if you guys remember, Kaguya is sealed. She isn't dead. She is sealed, but at this point, she's not sealed on Earth, but she was. I think she's sealed in a separate dimension. So I'm pretty sure they could access that dimension by obtaining Sasuke's Rinnegan, or just going to someone who has a Rinnegan in their own clan going there. So we have information that they're after the QB, the QB, the Hachibi, the tailed beasts, basically. And we have to wonder if they were monitoring Earth since the time of the North of the Last. Why didn't they collect the tailed beasts at that point in time? Why did they wait? What is going on with the Otsutsuki right now? It begs the question: what is going on? This can't be just a thing right then and there, where we're just gonna go right now, and we didn't go beforehand just simply because the main characters weren't ready. I'm pretty sure that there's a conflict within the Otsutsuki that rose, and I wonder who is gonna come from the Otsutsuki next, and how long the trip takes for the Otsutsuki to reach Earth. Is it like a few months trip? Is it a few years? Is it a few decades? Is it a century? Like, is it 1,000 years? Like, what are the details here? Now that they know Earth is at this location, when are they gonna come? And I'm just curious at this point. I really am, because we are left in this scene with more questions than answers, and we need answers, damn it. And we know that most of those answers aren't going to be answered by the end of this arc because of the material in the manga and in the anime movie that tell us that this type of stuff, we won't see any of the big household names probably until later in the Boruto series. So, we also get a sense of understanding Momoshiki, Urashiki, and Tonore's ability of observation, and the Otsutsuki clan's ability of observation and sensory ability in general, because they've been monitoring Earth from God knows where in space. That's Otsutsuki. That's the Otsutsuki clan, and then you have Tonore, who's basically been expecting the Otsutsuki since a few episodes ago in Boruto, and we saw that end credit scene where he's like, they're coming. So, how powerful is he from a sensory type ability? And talking about Tonore in general, because this guy has been able to detect people from maybe from galaxies away, maybe from solar systems away. Like, this guy is overpowered in terms of sensory ability. So, those are the things that we are left with in this sort of deal. And we have the information that the Otsutsuki's main family is behind this. So we didn't know if it was like a renegade branch of the Otsutsuki, or if it's the main family, or if it's like the Otsutsuki in general are against this. Now we have confirmation that yes, the main family is behind this. And when we're going to see more members of the main family, we don't know. Now, the second scene that is noteworthy is Tatatsuki Tono in the research facility. And the person in Kara, we get to see a beard. We get to see a white beard. And the only person that comes to mind, member of Kara, that has a white beard that we've seen so far is Kashin Koji. And this is the thing. Kashin Koji is in the name of a character in Japanese folklore who tricked Oda Nobunaga, or Nobunaga the Fool. Now, if you guys remember in the original Naruto Shippuden, Jiraiya admits that he's weak in Genjutsu, and he only has one Genjutsu move, and he uses it against Pain and the others. So Genjutsu isn't really his specialty, but it seems to be something that Kashin Koji is very skilled at. Now, speaking of Kashin Koji, his ability of stealth is notable because he's able to walk through Konoha, a feat that few people are able to do, like Itachi, like Kisame. Like, only a few people are able to do this, where they're just able to walk inside Konoha without anybody noticing. Now, it just shows you how powerful this guy is. And this guy isn't Itachi, he isn't Kisame. He actually was not noticed. People didn't come up to him, and people weren't like, oh, okay, I see, this is this guy. No, people didn't do that. Now, how should I say this? Kashin Koji, Okay, so those are the two scenes I want to talk about. The rest of the scenes we've seen so far, the utilization of animation was pretty good this episode. And they recycled animation, but they did it in a way where the recycled scenes or mixed in with new scenes, so you weren't really able to tell, because within a single scene you could have parts that are recycled and parts that are new, so you weren't easily able to tell whether this is recycled or this is new. And I find that interesting. I find that good use of animation. Now, this is all I have for this video. If you like the video, please leave a like. Until next time, guys, this is Anime Gypsy, and I'm out. See you guys later. Bye.